to completely overrun them.
Yeah, and if Afro and Jocko continue the form they showed on Dust 2 into Nuke, then I don't even know if Body and the rest of the team is even needed to get the job done. Particularly like those T sides were just super aggressive. They're able to find openings everywhere on the map and just exploit them. They're even able to close them. I mean, Jocko with an ace to close out the first map. So jumping into Nuke now, and at the very least, K23 starting on the CT side, and it's that T side of HEET that we're looking to bring the fire.
Yeah, they've had some close games on Nuke as well recently. Have HEET. They won 22-20 against Masonic. They actually lost 16-7 to X-Mad Lions. And then they beat Bad News Eagles on it 16-10. So excited to see what the pistol round will potentially bring. Not too much in the way of utility at all across the server. It's just a problem with a couple of flashes and that kit.
Yeah, Nade was deployed early from the T's to open up Squeaky Door so that they can try and find the opening there. But Axpower's not giving it to them. It's playing quite defensively out towards Garage, and because of that, it's given Afro an opening here. He might have just been heard by Power rotating through here. You can see he's going hunting.
He's having a look, having a little peer in, and I'm pretty sure Afro has been heard. The chase has begun. Power closing the gap. Afro's been spotted, and just about his life has been claimed. So early man advantage for K23, but that rotation is now down towards B. But HEET look to extend out ramp.
Yeah, they got a double setup here as well. The flash gets dropped. X5 doesn't need it though. He finds a kill onto Jocko with a clean headshot. Two-man advantage now for K23. And off the back of that one, HEET are sent scrambling back towards lobby, trying to reposition, but there's two rotates over on the A side as well. Seems K23 have the bodies where they need them. A good dig early on. He gets forced off the line before he can find the kill, and Body, he's able to overwhelm, so they are getting a few kills back here. But still more to find as there's a player advantage now, two-player advantage now for K23.
Bomb planted at the very least, though. Something I didn't expect to see in this one. Exercise getting stuck between a rock and a hard place, and, well, actually falls in between the hut door. Nice idea from HEET. You've got, as soon as Afro's position's given up outside, you know that that rotation is there. And then you see two players ramp. So the exploitation is to try and get onto that A bomb site, have an even as you can gunfight, and try and put the bomb down. That's exactly what happens. So good things considered. But K23, they take the lead for the first time in the series. 1-0. Woo!
Yeah, and you know, they do it in a fairly convincing fashion, right? They find the nice opening, and then they're able to get ramp on complete lockdown, the good rotation coming through, the flashbang setting up for the kill for X5, and then they've got the bodies there, not giving these individual peaks. You can see they were going for those gunfights, trying to find those Glock headshots, but K23 just swarmed them. What's the virtue of that bomb plant, though? He do have the full buy into this one. Afro, he's got that scout, which he was making sing on Dust 2.
Nice little smoke being put down by K23. I think it's just trying to gather some attention towards top garage. But not to be. HEET set their sights outside. There's make it 4 players here. Raging, rotating over in support. Has got the best weapon for the job in this silenced M4. But has to contend against Afro's scout.
And there's 2 rifles here to support as well, so they've got a decent buy here. K23, definitely the rifle advantage. Flash is being deployed here, getting them a bit of ground ration. They're actually pushed all the way up to outside garage, but they don't overcommit to it. Exapower is here as well, trying to provide something, but there's that scout. It gets the headshot. Exapower, he's removed before he can do anything. And HEET, they find the advantage. They don't have a way in yet.
No, they don't. But the aim's on point. 40 seconds. Need to get a move on. Raging will answer back. But it's only the scout that has been removed. Still 2 rifles here. And HEET, they're down on the B bomb site nearly.
Yeah, they've got 2 players in towards lobby too, so they can cut off these rotates. Normally you just see the 1 lurk in towards lobby holding into vent. But with 2 here, that might be a bit of an element of surprise, considering it's going to have to be 3 CTs. Or maybe they're just going to go for ramp. The safer play here. X5, he's pushed up and found the opportunity. Jocko removed. That's one of the rifles. Problem, he's dealt with one of these lurks. Exercise on the side, has to find them. Body's managed to find 2 deagle kills with the lurk. And now Exercise, he can sit back here with the Galil, just taking pot shots. X5 left all alone, 1 versus 2. And not much to work with. No utility, no kit, and has to find both these kills. The clock, it's ticking down. They're not presenting them to him. He's trying to hunt for them, but they're just not giving him the kills. He's able to find 1, but can't quite convert onto the second. And HEET, they're able to convert the force.
That's absolutely ridiculous from HEET, and Body gets so much work done, not only cutting off those rotations with the Deagle, but then on the bomb site, really distracting and making sure that K23 can't close in on the player on the bomb site, and they can't defuse the bomb. It's absolutely ridiculous. HEET, they should never have a say in that round, given the numbers deficit. That was a 2 versus 4.
Off the back of only one HEET player surviving, K23 have decided to full invest into this one. They want to try and keep this economy in check. And they've even got the Mag 7, the Swag 7, out in the hands of X5. I always get excited when I see the shotguns.
Yeah, I mean, like, we call the XM, like, the alligator, right? I think, like, Sponge and Machine have dubbed that. But I want the Mag 7 and the Snapping Turtle. Kind of that dynamic to catch on, right?
Maybe. It looks kind of like a power tool, like a drill to me. I don't see...
Right.
Where's the turtle?
Because
You ever seen a turtle?
No.
You can watch the National Geographic. Anyway, going to be a bit of a play in towards the B side here. Rachel with the Deagle, only one to defend at the moment. He's in force off as well by that Molotov. Maybe creep his way back through, does some damage. Damage done in return though, and he is hunted down by Exercise. Rotations are coming through, but there is a lurk on the hunt.
Oh, an X5 already gets stinked down. Mag 7, not even going to come into any effect. Body with a multi-kill on the bomb site. Problem and Clack's left with it all to do a potential flawless round for HEET to convert, and it was quite simple. In actual fact, it was just a contact play all the way down, and K23, they just fall to the pressure. Quick and easy, it does the job, and this force buy, it gets no purchase.
Well, Snapping Turtle, not able to snap anything. They're the ones that get snapped. Very sad. I really wanted to see a Mag 7 kill. I think it's the most exciting shotgun to see. You know, it's got this, like, swagger to it. Maybe I've just, like, given it this swagger. Just through calling it Swag 7, it's, like, mentally given it this image in my head. I don't know, do you think it's the coolest shotgun? I do. I feel
like it's probably the most temperamental one. There's, like, rounds where you kill 3 players with it, and it feels like you're the best player to ever touch the game. And then there's other times where you're point blank, you'll shoot it, and it will do 13 in 1, and you want to cry and uninstall the game. So yeah, that's my take on it.
Need to do something about the shotguns. Need to see them more. I know Jacob likes to bring out the Mag 7 a lot. I've actually seen him do that on maps like Dust 2 and Inferno. He doesn't have the full buy. So there are players that do whip it out. But the XM definitely the favoured one, and this is maybe one of the only maps you see it on. But anyway, I digress. K23 off the back of that force are now left with just pennies in the bank account. They're trying to do something cheeky here with the little that they have. Raging with the Zeus. Might be able to find something in towards Vent. It's a bit of an explosion out onto the A bomb site. Oh, the Zeus, it does damage, but can't convert the kill. But they are finding kills in the feed. Afro, though, with those 2, he has at least put it back into HEET's favour.
It's just too expensive, though, and it can still be dangerous. X5 could still get a couple of kills, potentially, especially because he can have an AK-47 thrust into his arms. No armor, which makes it a little bit more difficult, but he has got the HP to contend with this. As HEET make their way down towards the B bomb site, you can definitely give this a go.
You should be aware that he will be rotating down from this position. You can see the smoke coming through, and he's completely baited out by the bomb being tapped. So good damage done, considering there was nothing in it. The Zeus does get purchased, but doesn't find the kill, but they are able to just overwhelm, and at the very least, keep that money in check.
Yeah, there was a small chance, but as soon as that door, the sound cue completely given up. HEET, form a crossfire, know that their health pool is not the best, but they will convert at the very least. They keep 3 players alive, which looked a lot better than they would achieve, but it is this gun round. So this is what we're looking for, and Exapower will deliver Sniper Battle 1 for K23.
Yeah, guess what he came for there? Investing into that one once again without armor behind it. And X5 just sitting behind the smoke. Jocko maybe getting a little too eager there, just pushing through the grey screen. He is punished. So 2 openers early on here for K23. And looking like they're in a good position to potentially convert their second round here. They'll never count out HEET in these rounds.
No, this push off towards ramp means that HEET right now, the only map control they have is in towards lobby. Not too much ground being given outside because that AWP battle was lost. So Lucky and Exercise, they're holding for a push that in all honesty, should never really come in. K23, they can just relax. They can just sit on their haunches and just wait for HEET to make the mistakes, which they already done in round number 5.
But he's picked up that AWP from Afro's corpse, getting ready to set up some utility for his teammates. Backs up on the rafters here. This Molotov will land down towards Silo, which should flush off Problem from this position, but no one there to actually convert off this. They throw some utility out, smoke gets deployed, flashes come through, and now the second volley of utility, and they are going to find a gap. They throw these Molotovs down, not allowing anyone to prevent that drop into the B bomb site. But Exapower, he's already here. He pushed all the way up into Secret with the AWP. He's able to find Lucky. Buddy, trying to play the lurk here. It's not gonna... Whoa, hold a second. He actually finds the kill. Got a little confused by the observer there, but the bomb does not even go down in the end for HEET.
Yeah, I mean, the body kill was cool, but if he got a second there, that would have been absolutely criminal. But the reason why he's there is because he's thrown all the utility to enable HEET to get down in towards the vents. I like it. It's a little bit of a diversion. Putting the utility just onto this A bomb site, flashing through. Whilst the HEET players appear there, it's only for a brief moment. But Exapower has done well this map so far at just taking all of the ground outside. And because HEET have got no information, they've got no idea he's down there. And this time, he's being dynamic, taking the fight to ramp.
That's what you love to see. AWP players just moving about. Ration also finding a kill out towards Red Box. That's a huge one to find. And again, it's one of these rounds where K23 are able to find 2 separate kills on both sides of the map. And it forces HEET back into lobby. They weren't able to convert it the previous round when they tried to make some plays in towards the B site. So maybe changing things up here. X5 just holding this little slither angle. Spots the jiggle and deploys the smoke. K23 looking actually pretty good here on the CT side of Nuke. Now they've got the guns out, and it feels like they've got all the right reads.
Yeah, they just need to make sure they don't make any mistakes that will net HEET an individual kill without a trade. Klax peeking on in, aided by a flashbang, and only spots one player. Afro wins out the engagement outside, so that space that has been gathered, but Klax could still be a problem. Yet to grab a kill so far, but he's about to be tested.
They know he's here though. The wall bam comes through. Lucky, he's able to get the kill, but Problem swings off the back of that, and he's able to get the trade. Problem is, they know exactly where he is. He's trying to find a way to hold this off, and he's able to even drop the bomb. Afro now, he's alone, the 1 versus 3. They know exactly where he is because he went for that wall bang earlier. And he has very little time. The bomb, it's dropped on site. Can't even hit the wall bang. He's going to have to scamper off and keep his hands in this AWP.
Yeah, a very important save. Because HEET have got no money. K23, they've bounced back. Got some rounds on the board. And even when they were only investing partially, they still had a couple of kills, which is why the economic situation is this for the T side. Afro holding on to the AWP is big. At the very least, it means that they can maybe elect to grab some deagles to support it. Maybe pass the AWP if he ends up falling. But this gun that has been saved over is going to have to find some impact in round number 7.
Yeah, he's got to find the opener. They have to find a way into this next round because there's going to be nothing around it, as mentioned. Not investing a cent into this one, in fact. It's just the very end body is going to grab a bit of utility and the deagle, so he can at least support a little bit. But it's all eyes on Afro. Find the opening here. He's jumping up on the silo. This is AWP. There's a player outside here that he could potentially find in Radiant who's been playing with the M4.
Exapower was in main this round, holding for a potential squeaky peek from Afro. But this time he's rotated off. He resides back in towards CT. Raging gets tagged through the box for his troubles. But will still manage to escape because Exapower's holding the line. And I think he might have spotted a couple of players crossing on the pixel gap.
Yeah, they've got a good setup now. These players are stuck out towards red, being held in there. All on Afro with that AWP to try and find a way out for them. Exercise is just lurking close here, but with just the Glock, it's not really the weapon for the job. They're trying to bait Exapower into taking the shot here. He's not giving it up. Just holding this line, waiting for someone to just deep peek into him. Oh, the jumping player, Afro. He's caught. That's a shot from Exapower. AWP gets juggled over, but they're slowly getting picked off.
Yeah, they've really got no smokes to cross, so Joko will have to deliver the kills and the pain. K23 actually doing a very good job. I like this reaction. Just tucking in, making sure that HEET have to take the fight to them. They have to walk into a reinforced area. And Heat, meanwhile, they've rotated round towards the lobby, but there's only 25 seconds. They need to get a move on.
Yeah, going into this A side is going to be incredibly tricky. 2 defenders here to prevent anything, and if they decide to go through Squeaky, which is exactly what they're looking like doing, the play on top of the hut, as well as Clax can just swing out and shut it down. So Jocko is going to have to hold on to this AWP again. So it's not really a situation 2 rounds in a row where they've just had to save an AWP and just trying to keep their hands on it into the next.
Yeah, you look at the money as well for Afro. It's like, yes, if Jocko drops him the AWP, what can he afford? Because they didn't invest. So maybe he could be on a Deagle. Okay, it will be a Deagle. So yeah, they managed to string a buy together. There's a couple of AKs. Jocko on a Deagle. It's not the best, but he's got the utility, which is critical on a map such as Nuke. Haven't really seen Heat take outside with too many smokes. Really going down as a unit. K23, they don't mind sitting in the bomb sites and waiting for Heat to make their move.
It feels like Heat are just trying to go for these Angels, just knowing that, you know, they've got maybe the better fundamentals, the better sort of all the experience behind them. They can just take these fights. But now, as we say that, smokes do come through. Ration trying to peek off this, but it's already a player advantage for K23. Problem found the kill early on. And Power, he's going to exploit that tiny gap there in the smoke. He's able to find Jocko. And Heat, once again, they're just being picked apart by K23.
They are, but look at Body. He's crept through this main smoke and eliminate Problem. So now he can be the thorn in K23's side, because whilst he's making noise, Heat potentially could have extended down to the bomb site. Instead, they're coming back up Secret. They want to try and utilise the space that Body has created, but Raging, he's being a sentinel outside, just holding on in. Power dinked down through the window to 2 HP, and Afro is all that remains, about to be suffocated upon outside.
Oh, that is not ideal. Not ideal at all. 2 of these players so low, and Silo being flanked as well. No chance for Afro. Looked like the opportunity was there, but Ration, he's actually able to find the kill there. It really seemed like those players pushing out a Secret were going to catch him off guard, because he was kind of standing out a bit in the open, trying and find Body there, and they missed the opportunity. Missed shot onto him, and they just fall apart. So it's a good choice now to bring in that tactical timeout, because K23, they're starting to build a lead here. 2 rounds separating the 2 teams. This is CT side. It's looked unstoppable since they got their hands on the full buy.
The reason why he's standing out there as well in the open is because he feels comfortable enough, because Power is still taking this deep CT line, providing overwatch for him, just making sure that he can aid his escape, or at the very least trade it out, so he can't overrun this A main position which they originally occupied themselves in. I've seen that a couple of rounds already for K23. This double outside setup, Raging taking the contact towards back credit card on towards the silo, allows Power to play this deep line, not only to hold, but he can then quickly rotate in towards Heaven and Ramp. So it's a nice setup, and it's been working very well for them.
See if Heat decide to change anything up here as they go into this light buy. Just some upgraded pistols, bit of utility. Be throwing out some flashbangs all the way through these Molotovs flying into the A site, but it's a bit of a distraction. Outside is where they truly want to take control. Smokes have been deployed. The outside control has been strong from K23. Ration has looked like a very different player here on Nuke, finding plenty of impact. Puck's actually finding the opening onto the lurk, and this is telegraphed now. They hear all these players barreling down Secret, and they should be able to get these rotations in quick.
Yeah, you can already see it. Power can just scope in, and it can be like shooting fish in a barrel until Exercise delivers a kill. You've got to be careful, X5. You need to just try and just hold the line, and you will. Grabbing 1 kill, overextending as well, just a little bit on his own. He's going to get himself caught out, but thankfully the rest of K23 are here, and they will clean it up. But it's a worry. Although they've got the numbers advantage, K23 extending in and making these individual mistakes. If Heat had guns, that could be a completely different round.
Yeah, maybe getting a little bit too overconfident there, knowing they've got the player advantage, they've got the weaponry advantage, and they've had such a swing of rounds that they can just try and fight straight onto the bomb site. But they are able to get it through with 3 alive, which has been a consistent theme for K23. They've managed to keep at least 3 alive in basically every single one of these CT rounds that they've won, which has allowed them to build up that bank. You can see 3 players above 5k, and that's after the full invest into this one. So with 6 rounds already on the board, K23 on this CT side are looking really solid.
Yeah, looking good. I think 6, that's probably the magic number for Heat on this T side.
Cool boost. Look at this.
Yeah, a little different. Trying to peek in towards the silo, but X-Power will see nobody there and escapes for free. It's a more disciplined approach off the back of the booster K23. They're or less reluctant to take these fights, and now on top of this orange box, that's where X-Power is going to start peeking in.
It's got a bit of info there. Smoke gets dropped. Body has managed to get through here. Surely X-Power is aware of this timing. A smoke was designed to allow him to sneak through, and yeah, he's going to fall back a little bit. Still wants to hold this line, and there is an opportunity for Body to potentially find that kill. But for now, he's just posted up as his team are making their way towards ramp. We throw utility out, and there is an opening here. X5 has fallen back a little bit, playing in towards Hell, and he's actually going to get pushed off now. Body, he can activate, finds the kill, but X-Power, that's a great headshot with the AWP, puts it back into the 4-on-4. Now all these tiers are in towards lobby. They're going to be going for the A-hit. Problem, he's on the site and he has to defend this.
Yeah, he does, because Klax has just fallen to Jocko and Raging. Oh, Heat are trying to go down the vents. It's a multi-kill, but will that be enough? 1 versus 2. X-Power hasn't revealed his position, but they know he's this outside player, last spotted at CT a couple of seconds ago. Bomb planted, Sniper versus Sniper. Afro versus X-Power, and Afro will come out on top. X-Power looking the wrong way, and Heat will convert around for the first time in a while.
That was well played by them. They managed to get Body out towards Garage, and they just posted him up there while they put a bit of pressure on towards ramp. And because they're able to take such control there with the utility, X5, he gets pushed back and he tries to reposition. And that's where Body activates. He's managed to slink all the way through and finds that opener. X-Power does get the trade, but because he's so far out of position then, it allows the rest of Heat to take control down to the B bomb site. Or A bomb site, sorry. And they almost looked like Razor was going to punish it with that double kill right in towards Vent, but they are able to convert it in the end. K23, courtesy of all that money from earlier, they have plenty to invest into this one. Another cheeky boost coming through, but it's not rewarded with the kill.
No, it's not. Raging have rotated down the vent as well because Heat had taken ramp. So they were nearly the makers of their own undoing, playing with the rotations a little bit too much. Klax spamming over towards this squeaky position. Damage currently is in Heat's advantage. All these smokes being deployed as a result of the squeaky door being blown off. Heat have deployed an outside wall of their own, but it's only Body here to try and utilise the same space he gathered last round.
They've been enjoying throwing this set of smokes, allowing Body to make his way up into Garage. Once again, very deep line from Rasian. He was brought down low earlier on, so he's sitting all the way back on the crane in CT spawn, just holding for any potential shenanigans from Body, which he is looking like he wants to potentially get up to. The rest of his team, once again, in lobby, taking a bit of a prod in towards the ramp, but there's only 30 seconds left, so they do have to make a play.
X5 not willing to give up his life, so we'll just play this slight off angle. But it's made him rotate away. Body still trying to find and will eliminate Raging, who's so far removed, but now Problem. It's his responsibility alongside Klax to hold this down. Trying to pick up the damage is Problem, but immediately traded out. 2 versus 2 at the very least, as the bomb will not get planted because X5 will deny. Afro thrown into the clutch, and there's simply no time.
You can see the issue there. It's Lucky that picks up the bomb, and Afro with the AWP does not have the weapon to provide Overwatch, so he tries to plant for the safest position usually, which is towards Heaven, but X5 had rotated through and is able to find that crucial kill because they didn't want to plant for open. They didn't know where these CTs were, and they are punished for that decision. AWP once again saved. Like we've seen that save 3 times on the T side, which is a bit of a rare sight, but at the very least there is enough to buy around at this time.
There is. They have got a few smokes as well, so they can formulate a plan. This time Afro will go for this main peak. Peering on in. Won't find anyone though. The only player really here is Problem, and he's tucked in towards the vents.
Yes, quite a lean outside from K23. There are quite a few players out there. Just left Klax alone, although Problem is here with him, so they do have at least a couple of players to deal with this. Heat not going to commit off this early, just going to throw out the utility, try and bait something in. Nothing been given by either side at the moment.
Heat are just trying to dwindle down K23's utility. Another resmoke for the door comes in. And this is interesting. Problem and Klax, it looks like they're going to boost and try and get one of them up towards the heavens. But they're thinking better of it because this execute's about to come in. Problem will get one, but Klax falls once again on this A bomb site without really getting a kill.
Yeah, that timing just did not work out for K23. As mentioned, it was while they were going for that boost. And they get caught off guard, just the timing not favouring them. Not in the right positions to handle for this aggressive play. And with just flashes, player disadvantage. All that extra money they built up earlier, it's completely gone now. But at the very least, if they can keep these 3 players alive, they've got a chance into the next.
Yeah, they do. It's interesting where they're deploying Problem as well. He's playing as that A anchor player. So whilst we had our concerns about the fundamentals of K23 and how they'd work out these rotations with the stand-in, it just looks like they're making him anchor the bomb site and they're letting the rest of the team just do what they're instructed to. Follow out their protocols, and it has been working for the most part, but it's now 5 rounds on this T side of Nuke. Nuke is typically CT sided. Obviously the changes that are the most recent have made it, I'd say, more 60-40 in favour of CTs, because obviously we are in a CT sided world right now, just given the changes of all the M4s and bits and pieces like that. But 5 rounds on the board, it's not too bad overall, considering that K23 have streaked a lot of these rounds together. Yeah,
it feels like K23, they need 9. The T side is going to be unforgiving against HEET. We saw what it was like on Dust 2, and we know that it's such a tactical map that they might struggle on that T side, but maybe not struggling here on the A side. Problem finds a kill by Exercise. He quickly deals with that problem immediately with 2 of his own. Ration trying to go for the spam here. He's going to get punished on the reload body. He's going to peek through and find that kill. Exapower, that's a great response. But now there's just not the players to work with, even with the damage done to both Exercise and Lucky. Making a look into this one would be, well, now it's just Exapower, so he has to definitely hold on to this AWP. This gets scary. If he'd start getting these consecutive T rounds, if they're able to get to 7 or 8, it's not looking good for K23.
What a molly as well. The fact that it doesn't land at the top of heaven, but it lands at the bottom is ridiculous, because Expat was thinking about saving all the way back towards ramp. He now has to relocate, and he's just chilling in spawn. So, not the best, but certainly not the worst, but he needs to make sure he holds it over, because this save will be for absolutely nothing. Flashed off the line, being pushed upon. Exercise will fall, and Afro holds the line, but the AWPs will both survive. That was a little bit scary.
It didn't look like he was going to hold on to that one. Full blind, player's about to swing on it, but just the perfect 180 to hit that flick shot. So good effort from Exapower. Gonna see if it pays dividends. Here's the top fragger for that squad. 14 for 7 at the moment. He has the only weapon into this round. Has to do it all. So we'll see where he decides to take it. Just pistols on his teammates. Chili being thrown out Raging. Once again with a Zeus. 2 Zeuses. Come on, Klax. Got to see this Zeus kill. We almost had one earlier. The damage was done. Not quite able to convert it. Lucky he's very close to this Zeus. Klax, he's going to get it. That's the Zeus kill. He finds it. Even though his teammates fall, we get the satisfaction of a Zeus.
Consolation prize. 3 versus 4. Klax might even think about extending and getting aggressive. If he walks up towards the T silos here, he could potentially catch a time in. But speaking of body, these outside lurks have been absolutely criminal. Exapower is next to hit the deck. And this A bomb site, it's all but overrun. And HEET, they can make a safe entrance there.
Yeah, Klax might just want to try and recover this AWP if he can, but without armor, it's going to get absolutely bullet punched. His aim thrown up into the heavens and no chance of recovering that one, which means Exapower going into this round will have an AWP with body armor, but no utility behind it. Utility light across the CT side going into this last round of the half. A critical one for K23. As HEET staged a bit of a late stage comeback into this half. They were down by a bit of a deficit for the majority. These last rounds have looked very solid from them. Exactly what we expect. Now a chance to close it out with 8.
X5 trying to take aggression in towards the ramp. Not really seen HEET put too much pressure over there. So that's why he feels probably a little bit more confident peeking on in. Look at body outside. It's criminal. He's got so much control, raging. We'll definitely hear him jumping down, but that means the rotations are going to have to start scrambling.
Yeah, just his presence here does a huge amount. They just have to keep focus on it from 2 angles because he can come back up and support from outside if they go through main, and he can also, you know, come through vents and go down the B-bomb side. So he's just going to cause issues no matter where he is. But speaking of issues, problem might do just that, as he's managed to push quite far in here. The wall spam's coming through, so they are privy that maybe something is going on here, trying to find the kills. X-Power going for the aggressive peek with the AWP. Afro on the other side, this is just the wall bang war. And it's not going to be the CTs that come out ahead. It's going to be the Ts finding 3 kills in quick succession. Jocko, he's just charging out. Clax is able to find the kill. But before you know it, it's just X5 left in this 1v3. He's found one, but he is traded out by Lucky, and it is going to be HEET taking the half, 8-7.
It will be indeed, and we're going to throw it to a quick break, but don't go anywhere. Join us in a couple of minutes, and we'll bring you the second half live.
So what? Just watch me go like a supernova. My beating heart, it won't give up. As long as I am here, I'll never stop. They say I can't, I say, so what? So what? So what? So what? My beating heart is like a drum. You know I run through life forever young. They say I can't, I say, so what? Just watch me go like a supernova. Ooh, I can't stop this feeling. It's setting all my doubts on fire. Ooh, like you won't believe it. Won't let a moment pass me by. Too late, can't win. I'm giving in, 'cause I can feel something coming over me, holding me till the morning. And it keeps me dancing when I feel something coming over me. I just keep dancing. Ooh, morning light so blinding. It's on the ceiling and the walls. Where is my name? 'Cause I can't find it. Those early memory lane walls. Ooh, but I know it's the price that you pay. Ooh, for living it up on Saturday. I can't win, I'm giving in, 'cause I can feel something coming over me, holding me till the morning. And it keeps me dancing when I feel something coming over me. I just keep dancing. The time that it takes. Feeling this great is worth the wait. I can feel something coming over me, holding me till the morning. And it keeps me dancing when I feel something coming.
And welcome back. We're here with the second half of this second map between HEET and K23, and a little bit closer than Dust 2. One round in it, but K23 going into the T side of HEET's map pick on Nuke have a mountain to climb.
Yeah, they really do. But look, it all begins with the pistol round, and it's going to be a quite quick one. In towards ramp, Jocko to be tested. Gets just taken away, but Body's here as the bait. Jocko, as soon as he takes contact in fact, it's just going to be Body taking a fight straight to K23, raging with a quick kill, and suddenly Jocko is overrun. Rotations are in, though.
Yeah, Afro, he's maybe slipped past. They are going to be clearing it. All three coming and barreling towards him. Exercise, he can maybe stop the bomb plant here at least. Denies that one going down, but isn't able to find the kill. He's dictated the process, and now it's Lucky with the duelist to do it all, and he's going to get removed early on. Exercise with 3 health points in it. Has to find 3 kills. That's the first. The bomb is dropped, but these have to be some incredible shots to make it work, and Rajan, he is not going to allow it.
Yeah, not quite. Nice and quick for K23. We saw it on Dust too. The pace change, taking the fight to Heat straight away, not allowing to Heat to dictate the pace. And even though it is just a pistol round, you haven't really got much utility. They just swarm with numbers. They overwhelm. They even account for the player rotating down in Afro in the control room. Lovely pistol, and it means they can work on it. Heat will force into this though. Afro on the scout.
Well, we've highlighted his scout before. We'll see if he can make a highlight of it this round, as he's just got the Deagles behind him, but that might be all that they need. Jocko playing close here, has to find the kill, but problem jumping around the corner, takes his aim off the mark. That's an easy opening frag, and they're just going to continue to accelerate down towards the bomb site. Body has rotated over the spam, not quite good enough. They might get punished here with Lucky on the rotate, but Klax is holding for it. Before you know it, it's just Afro and Exercise with very little to work with.
Holding on to the armor would be a good option here for Heat. Trying to just take something forward to get a little bit of purchase into the next one. But it was quite simple, overwhelmed for K23 once again. B bomb site looks to be an area that they want to exploit at the early stages of this T half. And keeping all these players alive, it's very good. It means the bank balance can start to build early for this T side.
Yeah, what do you think to the UMP purchase from Extra Power? Because obviously that used to be the meta for some time, just due to its long range, very cheap value, but it was nerfed quite significantly. It's rare that we see it, but Extra Power's brought it out.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's just, it's probably just personal preference, to be honest. I have seen pros buy it and trying to bring it forward into the meta just a little bit. So, yeah, you see it now and then. It's nice to see a bit of a mix-up, rather than just straight MAC-10s, straight MP9s. So, yeah, I'm a fan. Happy to see it here. Going to carry it forward into this one with the rest of K23 on these AKs and just what they invested in before. For Heat, it's a different story. Afro, trying to see what he can do with the scout. If he can tag any of these players up, it allows the pistols to have some sort of impact, but X5's had enough of this round already. Bursting on forward. There's that UMP. Scout will find one shot in passing, but 4 versus 2, it should be K23's round.
Yeah, great entries there. Just complete confidence, knowing that they can't be up against a great buy. Just the fact that they won against that force, they knew that the Deagles and the like had come out onto the prior. So they know that they can't be great into this round. They decide to just hit W, accelerate straight into the site. X5 looking very good with his pathing there as well. Very impressive stuff. Let's see if they can pull off something similar in the buy rounds. Bit of damage done here. Afro really wants to make a point of his prowess with the scout today. I swear he's doing some crazy stuff, but blown out of the server before the big bomb can blow itself.
And double digits for K23. They keep this T round flawless. I was a little bit concerned, to be honest, when they swapped over. When Heat started pulling away, gathering some of these rounds back. I think it was 7-4 at one stage, and then Heat ended out the half 8-7, and I was like, okay. A little bit of a scary prospect for K23 swapping on over, but they've looked good so far. But this is the real test. The guns are out in full fruition. AWP on Afro as well. Extra Power is wielding a big green, so maybe we'll see a sniper battle ensue.
Yeah, X-Power is the one that was coming out ahead on the CT side as well in that head-to-head. He was finding that opening towards outside a couple of times, saw him find openings in towards ramp. So he's been quite dynamic and quite impactful with the sniper rifle. We'll see if that can happen for the CT side. Orpa, X-Power speak his name. He finds the opener. The dink comes through from Jocko, but the M4 not enough to get the job done. K23, they find the opener early on.
Body smoking off the ramp. Doesn't want K23 to aggress in. Look at outside as well. Afro beginning to walk out towards red box. If he gets too aggressive here, he could maybe catch off Ragin.
Yeah, and they have to go for some sort of counterplay here. They have to try and even this one up. Afro, with this position here, with the smokes being deployed, he can really play spoiler if they do decide to commit out. The question is, will they clear him? And Ragin does quite juggle the angle, but he's able to get the kill before He's able to react, so he evens it back up into the 4-on-4, and with that damage done to Extra Power earlier on, this does favour Heat, even if ramp control is taken.
It is taken, but will it be compromised? Body from the lowers, can't convert the kill onto Clax. So K23, if they walk straight into Afro and Body, it's going to be dangerous. And that's exactly what happens. You shall not pass. And Heat and Afro's AWP shine. 4 kills in the round for him. Really dynamic. He was literally just up by Red Box.
Yeah, he's been fantastic this series. 15 for 8 currently. Doing a huge amount of work here with Sniper and Scout alike. Great response to push towards Red Box to find that opening outside. And as soon as he gets that kill, he's out of there. He rotates all the way over to the B side, and he's able to receive them and find the rest of his quad kill. So great stuff, but K23 are going to have the full buy still off the back of that one, even though they lose all of their players. So still an opportunity, and a bit of damage done early on to Afro.
A little bit. Oh. But Body gets his head ripped clean off, raging outside. He's actually giving Body a taste of his own medicine. Lurking his way in towards the garage right now. Afro already tagged up, as you've just said, so got to be so careful. Rage's position's completely unknown. See you later, Afro. That's another kill for K23. 5 versus 3 advantage.
Expower holding in here. He's going to punish Exercise on that aggressive peak. And now Jocko trying to even something up here. At least does some damage. The wall spam not quite able to do anything in response. It's going to be all on Lucky here. Repositioning, doesn't want to be caught out on the side here. And this is a critical duel with Clax. Finding that is huge. Now into the 2-on-3. They're slowly finding their way back into this round. And with that bomb dropped, that is everything. Back now into the 2-on-2, but Exeter, he evens it back out. It's all on Lucky. Does the damage, but can't convert the kill.
He runs out of bullets. That's that new update. 5 more and he probably had that kill on towards Raging. Starting to see why some of these pros are swapping over back to the A4. Money in an interesting position for Heat. They're electing to go for the buy though. It's going to be difficult because it means that they're going to upgrade their rifles, but it comes at a cost of utility.
K23 looking revigorated here on Nuke. We said this would be the map they struggled on, but they're able to find plenty of work here on both sides. There is T and CT. This is the critical one. This economy not in a great place. Afro finds the opener. Trying to find Pika at the top of smokes here outside. Uses that opening, and Jocko, he's had some success here in towards ramp, pushing up, getting close, but X5 is privy to his shenanigans and is going to punish it.
He is, but Exercise is going on a little bit of a walk on his own, being held by Clax at the very least. Afro elevating himself on top of the garage. Problem is in a world of hurt. In K23, they've really got not that much map control to work with. Even being pressured up towards ramp. Heat are collapsing upon them.
I love how dynamic Afro is being. He's on top of the blue box, on top of garage itself. Clark's finding another kill. Let's put it back into 3-on-3. So still something to work with here for K23. Afro, he's rotated once again. All the way up towards heaven this time. Truly in a different part of the map every single opportunity. Body holding towards ramp for this flank, but it's outside towards secret where the bomb is heading at the moment.
Problem crossing.
Time.
20 seconds. Need to get going, K23. Need to get onto this bomb site. Heat are here, though. Clax is probably about to get caught off, but Body moves away. In fact, there's no one really here in this gunfight. It's critical. Bomb dropped. There's going to be no time. Need to put it down. There's no time left on the clock. K23, they leave it late. Heat hit double digits.
A single duel. That's all it came down to. Just the time was not there, and just able to pepper away with the FAMAS. It's a very anticlimactic way for that round to end, really. We saw some really cool kills coming out from Afro. We saw the great response from Claxon to the A site, and then it all comes down to a very laboured duel with the FAMAS onto the side. Drops the bomb, and it's all over.
Yeah, a little bit worrisome, but he managed to just trickle it over the line. Important round coming in for both of these teams. Whoever wins this will have control of the economy for the next few rounds indeed. Raging, trying to get aggressive outside. Lucky will lose the gunfight in towards Squeaky, rotating in his Body. But Raging's creeping by these smokes. Afro, oh, they're going to slip past like ships in the night. Body's got no idea, and Raging will capitalise upon it.
He's still being such a nuisance. He is punished eventually, but the damage has been done. The advantage now for K23, and they're just going to be bursting on the side. That's a fantastic incendiary exercise. If you can use this smoke that was actually dropped by the T's to try and do something here. Players moved in towards CT events, so he's getting pincered. Can't really make this work. The bomb is able to go down. X-Power with the AWP. He's in the perfect position, but misses the shot. Oh no, it's a disaster. We're now into the 2-on-2 exercise. He found a kill in the process. The bomb is still planted, and they still do have decent defensive setups here with Problem and Clax. Bit of utility to work with. And the HP advantage. Afro and Exercise have to do this perfectly. Clax is even holding for this jump up. That's probably going to be it now. Afro, 1 versus 2. There's just simply no time.
There's no time, but it was expensive for both of these teams. Exapower, in reality, should never have missed that shot. And Afro's continuing his domination from Dust 2, even walks out of the round with an AWP. That will probably incentivize HEET to potentially partial invest around it, upgrade some Deagles, try and juggle the AWP around. For K23, it's around 1. They can pull further away and they can invest the rifles.
Very dicey scenes here. Back and forth on these force buy wars. That recovered AWP, as mentioned, it's going to entice them into the full buy around it. They've been able to make these ramshackle buys work in the past. Tactical coming in through K23. Definitely want to continue to press this advantage because that economy, as mentioned, it's just on a knife's edge for both these teams. All it takes is one clean round and one of these teams is reset.
It feels like K23 have got the better advantage to do so. You can just take a look at it on the weaponry front. 5 AK-47s playing up against, well, just basically the AWP. A couple of FAMI. But
FAMI?
yeah, that's about it.
FAMI. I like it.
Yeah. I don't really know where that came from, but we'll take it.
Even that incredible English language as a native Englishman. Have a good control of that one. But speaking of control, Clax, he's taken full control of lobby. Punishes the push from Lucky, but Exercise, he's able to find a kill. X-Bow goes flying, and meanwhile, Body actually with a HE is dispatching of Clax. So both those players in towards lobby get removed. And he get a player advantage early on. X-Survive, he's looking to try and even this one out. Jocko tucked into this tight angle. He is able to find the kill. Juggling around it. Now HEET with the forced buy into this one. They're making it work.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. K23, a golden opportunity surely squandered right now. Raging looking to try and recover with Problem. Searching in towards the vents, but nobody's home. Trying to piece together anything. Trying to claw back anything for K23. Problem working his way on towards A. Trying to at least group with Raging at the very least. Bomb on his back. We'll make it down safely. So that's the first objective passed. Next challenge, get the bomb on the bomb site.
Yeah, just 2 flashbangs to work with here. The one advantage is HEET don't have a read on where this is coming from, but now they do. Body, he's spotted the bomb. He's going to tell his teammates now what's going on. Trying to stay alive here. Jocko dispatches of Raging and now Problem. He is removed by Jocko. Clean triple kill for him. Opened it up with that Deagle kill and then converts the final 2 in the round. And HEET, off the back of that, the money for K23, it is in the doldrums.
Yeah, look at it. It's awful.
Oh, it's the force.
Yeah, it's going to have to be. It's a double eco anyway. They're going to have to force into it. And they know what the economy is like for HEET, so any damage they can do, it's so vital. This is going to come right down to the wire here.
I don't think we've had an eco round for a good 6 or 7 rounds, it feels like. Even since this entire half began, it feels like it's just back and forth between these 2 teams, neither wanting to give up any sort of advantage here. Tooth and nail being fought with. Early damage done both ways, but no kills here. Afro with that AWP. He has the weapon advantage here, but Raging, he can make that Deagle sing if he wants to.
He can. But instead, he's going to descend down secret. Jocko needs to be the man to hold ramp down. peering on in. 2 players have already crossed over. Can't get collapsed upon. But Afro's here in support. X5 removed. And so is Exa Power. And this feels a lot more convincing for HEET.
Yeah, Afro hungry with that AWP. He is hunting, trying to find all the kills that he can. Rasian, this flank, a little too late. But if he could do some damage, that would be a small consolation. But the fact that they fully invested into this one means that even if he finds a couple of kills, they're still going to be down and out going into the follow-up. It's not a great position to be with, particularly at the tail end of this game where we're getting so close to the end. That's a kill under Lucky. Now they know exactly where he is. And Afro, he's already found 3 in the round. He definitely wants to find that 4th. Ooh, the timing just eludes him. Has to be careful, he does go down here. And that's exactly what happens. Afro finding 4. Worth noting also, as we get towards the tail end of this map and potentially the series, that this is a double elimination qualifier. So
Yeah.
the loser isn't eliminated. They'll go straight down to the lower bracket where they will have the opportunity to claw their way through.
Yeah, you're completely right. And also, what's interesting there is that HEET have 4 players that stay alive, which is so crucial to their economy. And, well, on the flip side, look what it's done for K23. Just these pistols, not ideal at all. So Jocko, he's going to extend in towards ramp. He's going to get a kill through the smoke. We're rewarded with potentially a few more. That's a lovely
Ooh.
headshot. Oh, and a second as well. Okay, hat trick over towards ramp for Jocko with the deagle. And that was really unexpected, Lucy.
I can't believe he pulls off the second one. That feels like a complete... I feel like we can't see the chat, but that feels like an NS in the chat, right? That second shot, what is that? I can't believe he gets that. And a huge amount of damage done just through those sprays onto the smoke as well. This is exactly what you want out of your ramp hold player. And Jocko was someone that was really dominant on Dust 2 and been a little bit quiet here on Nuke. So it's good to see him getting some confidence frags here. A few cheeky kills to keep K23 at bay. Now, they want to try and make their way up here. It's being held. Nice jump there from Problem. Trying to keep him guessing, but has to do with this AWP player who wants to do anything with this round, and he's just getting hounded from every direction. So HEET, they finally take the advantage, 13-12.
Yeah, they will claw that one back at the very least. Reassembling some sort of lead coming in. Their economy, it's a little bit better, so if they do lose this round, at least they can reinvest in. K23, off the back of taking that Eco, X-Power will be on that AWP, but has to make it sing.
He can't do it. He's certainly looking like the dominant author on the CT side. 19 for 16. Afro, 24 for 9. He is having quite the series, but as I say that, he misses a key shot there. That's opened up the opportunity. Rasian, the double. Huge kills found outside. And K23, they bite back viciously into round 26.
Trying to make it work. Trying to get it done. It's a great start. X5 and Clax residing in towards the lobby. Oh, Jocko's even being dinked as well. And actually, Exapower takes his life. 5 versus 2. K23 in cruise control.
Should be an easy one to convert. They're spread out all the way across the map. It's like they're waiting for Rasian to potentially find something. He's pushed all the way out towards CT, making his way through to Hell at the moment. 2 players for the CTs on the A side. They definitely know one is here based on that utility that just got deployed. Body is holding for this route. So there's a potential way back into this. And if they decide to go for the A hit, they're walking right into this 2-man stack, but it would have to be incredible heroics. That's a good opener. But now they have to find more. Making their way up to the side. Now the spray from Exercise is fantastic. They find 2 kills. Body, he does damage 3 for him. Now 1 on 2. Exercise has been removed. 20 seconds left. That bomb, it's going towards the B bomb side. Body just trying to find a way into this. It's being held, but he finds the kill. Body now. He's on for the ace clutch if he can pull this one off. Problem has made his way down to the site and gets the bomb now. Body in the 1 versus 1 has to find this kill. Knows exactly where the player is. The HE is perfect. The damage is done. The ace from Body in the 2 versus 5 for HEET to get to their 14th.
Right, so how have Heat done that then? K23 walks straight into the meat grinder. The spray from Body is absolutely exceptional. And Heat are now 2 rounds away from sending K23 to that lower bracket. That's a critical mistake. And that could be an element of not having your IGL there. That could be an element of trying to overcomplicate the situation, not knowing what to do in the mid-round. And that's a tactical timeout that needs to come in.
Yeah, it feels like the coordination just wasn't quite there. Rasian goes for that early peek in towards Heaven when really he could have just been the point man after that initial attack comes through. If they just burst out through Hut like they had set up for, and then Rasian activates in towards Heaven, Body has no chance on top of Hut. He can get removed immediately, but instead he's in the perfect position. The crossfire, the spray between those 2 players is perfect. They just mow them down, coming out of the one choke point that's being covered by these 2 players. And it's an incredible, heroic round from Body. A second ace in the series as well from Heat. We saw Jocko close out the first map with an ace. And it's Body dragging Heat towards the finish line with one of his own.
Alright. Let's see it, Heat. Let's see if we can combine these rounds together. For K23, it just has to be more of the same. Because they're getting so close each and every time. And the money's still quite weak. It's only Body that has a semblance of a bank balance. Body just playing on the cusp of the smoke, aware that problem could be at the silo.
Gonna fall back though. Yeah, plenty of money off the back of finding 5 kills. Good place to be in. Rasian looking to find something here. There is player in towards Secret. Jocko is holding this line, so they've got a good defensive setup outside actually. Secret being held, Body holding the cross into main, but it does mean they're a little light on the defense elsewhere. One player out towards ramp and the double setup in towards a side, but Afro with the AWP misses a crucial shot here, has to fall back, makes his way down to ramp where he can reposition. That's a bit of control taken for K23.
Yeah, but do they even want ramp? It doesn't look like it. They're wrapping over towards Heaven. But the issue you've got is that Body's found the outside player lurking. But as K23 ascend, Exercise, it looks like he's holding for this already. K23, they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. And look at Body's reposition.
Yeah, they just completely swarmed them, but X5 has found that kill onto Exercise. That's a huge one to find. But all eyes are on Body at the moment. He completely ruined this, but X5 is holding it. Now it's Lucky on site. They're going to be barreling their way up towards him. He has the chance to ruin everything, but they're going to clear it as they drop down. Obviously, they're going to be looking. They want to land on the little platform, and he's going to get punished. Even though the utility reigns true, the kills are not there. And Afro with the AWP, he just wants to hold on to this one.
Yeah, name a more iconic duo. Nuke and Afro saving his AWP. I think this happened maybe 6 times now this game.
Yeah,
which,
10 deaths in a 27-round game so far.
It's so important, right? It's so important that that's happening. And, like, he does need to hold on to it because, as we've discussed, like, the economics, they're just not there. They're completely in the bin. Body can drop over 2 M4s at the very least, but it's so critical for K23 that they actually get rid of this AWP out of Afro's hands because it would really cripple the economy for Heat.
Yeah, because Afro can still drop an M4 as well. 2,900.
Yeah.
In fact, they have a little bit more than that just with the loss bonus coming through. So they do have a full buy into this one. It's a fairly healthy one, actually, in the end. Just virtue of that save, as you mentioned.
Yeah, so to be honest with you, the buy, it looks pretty good. And whilst Heat are still in the lead, K23 have got a very good opportunity. As we said, I feel like a broken record at times. K23, they're doing very good to get these advantages, but all they need to do is make sure they don't throw them away. Because we saw in the 5 versus 2 that it can happen. Change of pace. Afro hits a shot. Oh, and the flashbang's absolutely perfect. But here come the kills on the other side. They're all happening at once. Exercise will convert the spray. That's a double up. And now Jocko is lurking through the hut.
He's in a good position here. X5 is holding for us. They have some semblance of awareness, but he might have just slipped the net here and find his way through. X5 going to drop down into the vents. So they have found the opening towards the side, but he's being loud about it. And Jocko, he's going to find a gap, but he makes noise. They know exactly where he is, and they can pincer this. He does have a duel here towards X5, though, if he can't get away. X5 just slinking through double at the right time. Jocko, is he just going to hold this? He's just going to stick it. He's just going to stick it.
No.
But the timing, it's not quite there. Rasian, he swings it out. And we equalize the scoreboard once again, 14-14. And off the back of that one, Heat, look at the money.
Yeah, it's not there. It's not there at all. K23. This is their moment. Not only to get, well, match point, stay in this upper bracket run, force it to Ancient, but it can really put the pressure on Heat's shoulders. Timeout being called, money, it's not there. The decision now is, do Heat force into this, or do they save and make sure they have everything? I think it should be the latter.
Potentially it looks like it. Nothing been purchased up yet during this pause. Pause coming through from Heat as well, so chaining them up, making sure they get plenty of time with the coach on the mic to make sure they make the right decision going into this one. But it does look like it should be the eco, which puts K23 in the position to get map point. Eagle coming out for body at the tail end. Lucky bringing in the Zeus as well.
We've already seen one electrocution on the server. Why not a second?
Why not indeed?
More of a
We love to
default
see
spread. Yeah, come on then. Let's see it, Heat. What have you got against the buy of K23? Peeking on in, K23 leaving nothing to chance. They're going to use every piece of utility. They're going to drag the round out, and they're going to make sure, to the best of their ability, that they can convert it. But Body has got other plans, and that's a cracking headshot to open up his account.
That is huge. He has been 24 kills for him. Just huge stuff. Obviously, we had that ace earlier, but he is looking so sharp. K23, they can't afford to give up these kills. It's just against these pistols. The Deagle already done its job. A little damage here onto Jocko through the wall. Lucky is just tucked in towards Ramp with that Zeus. As K23 are grouping up outside, trying to stay as pack. Afro, oh, X Power, he is going to clear it. The Dick comes through with that USP, but it's not enough to get the job done.
But look at Body. He's rotated. Gonna be... Ooh. Oh, there's a gap. Oh, no. Surely not. Oh, another Deagle kill. 4 versus 3. There's no way Heat win this, surely.
A single Deagle and a Zeus is all the investment into this one. At a P250, I should say, on exercise. So it's less than 1,500 into this round. But they've already got the player advantage and damage done onto Exapower as well. Body's rotating around, but he's not going to be in the right place. This hit, it's making its way up towards heaven. 15 seconds on the clock. Lucky on the rotation as well. All these players coming through, they've spotted them. They know it has to be this shot. Body. Oh, he's doing it all. He's destroying them with the Desert Eagle and Exapower. He's clutching his head in his hands. AWP just trying to hold on to it as Body with the Desert Eagle finds 4 and takes Heat to map and series point.
Okay, well that's one way to do it, Body. I'm in absolute disbelief. That is the... Well, that's the best Deagle highlights I think I've ever seen this year so far. 1 Deagle, Lucy. 1 P250. 1 Zeus against a full buy, and Heat come out on top. K23, they've got enough investment to make this work, but that is costly. And that's another mistake. And will it cost them overtime? We're about to find out.
Absolutely criminal. Body is doing everything within his power. The 2v5 pulled off with the ace, and now with the Deagle with map point on the line, he gets it done. Now he's got the rifle, and Jocko's found the opening as well. X5, he goes down. Heat, they're doing it. They're bringing this one back when they were backs against the wall, nothing in the coffers, and they're making it work.
This is ridiculous, and Body's in his favourite position. He's just under towards Secret. Raging's holding. Doesn't want to get caught out, and he will deliver the kill. 4 versus 4. How will this end up? Lucky. Well, he's taken matters into his own hands. Exapower, one of these remaining players, trying to do the damage, but it's this crossfire we've already seen, and, well, that'll be it. Heat convert, and they will get the rounds on the board, and they will send K23 to the lower bracket in a 2-0 fashion.
I am flabbergasted at that series, that map. I can't believe it ended as it did. It looked like K23, they were about to at the very least take us to overtime, but I was thinking they were taking us to a third map. They look so solid, but Heat, it's the individuals, that experience, Body. I mean, he's